I can. Yeah. Cool, huh?
Okay, we've got the pad all pushed out where the crane's got to go and the topsoil piled over here. Now, the next step, now that we have this area all clean, is to start taking these trees out. So we'll start pulling some of those guys out, and they'll fall right in the middle of that pad, and we'll also build us a burn pile right there. All right, so we're getting ready to clear out around the bigger trees. Taking a moment, just take the dozer and push these little pieces out of the way. There's some small trees involved here, and what we're doing is just trying to get those not only out of the way, but separated real well on the pad so that we can get through there real easy with the chainsaw and not be fighting, running through a jungle trying to get through this stuff. So this way we'll chunk it into pieces about 10 or 15 feet long, and we'll stack it on the pile real nice and neat with the excavator. Ready to push this tree out right now, and it's what I do is I take the dozer and go around the base of it and cut the roots. On a poplar tree, they're not a fibrous root, they have more big roots that go out from the sides, unlike a maple or something that just has a big wad of fine roots. What I'll do here is just kind of, again, just take the corner of the dozer and just kind of break these corners off, or these little roots that are kind of like fingers sticking out from around it, and just break them as I go, and then you'll probably even see here, once I get done with that, I'll clean up the mess around the tree. There'll be a bunch of junk pushed out around it. And before I really start pushing the tree out, and again, it doesn't happen all the time, but if it's possible where the location is, I'll push all that stuff out of the way so that when that tree falls down, I'm not fighting through a big pile of mess. Every now and then you'll get stuck where you're having to deal with that, and it's just a real aggravation. You try to trip over stuff, and it's really just not the best scenario. And last thing, once somebody get hurt. But I'll try to push both sides in. I'll turn the dozer 90 degrees. I'll push that side and then sneak over and do the other one. And once this is done, then I'll start getting in there and start lifting on the roots. Sometimes you can push on the stem of the tree and with success, and sometimes it's better to just get down in the bottom of the root and just start trying to shake it. So you just kind of have to play around a little bit and see what works best. On these, I think I took one of the dozen or so out by pushing on the stem. All the rest were by shaking on the roots and getting them to start to twist a little bit, and then I try to twist and lift while I'm pushing with the dozer. So that's kind of the game plan for attacking these trees. And you'll see once we again get this all the junk and the roots broken loose, we'll push all that out of the way. We'll push the tree down, and we'll chunk it up. You'll see that here in a minute, and we'll then clean up afterwards.
I came over there, left the camera, and it died right before it fell.
Make sure it's video.
It is.
See the number.
I can.
You see it?
Yeah. huh? Should I do the pin off? I've got to go in a minute.
Taking the dozer, we just got done cleaning up a little bit of stuff around that stump area, and we're going to go over and get the mixture prepared for removal. I'll be going around it and cutting the roots on that, and getting it all kind of ready while they're taking the chainsaw in and cutting the top out of the other one and getting all the limbs limbed off and getting everything rolling so that we can get it ready to cut into length and load on the trailer. saw and cut a little notch in the base of the tree there, right above where the stump's going to come off, so I can get where logs laid out there. There's some metal down there. I'm not sure if this one had metal or not, but anyway, there's metal that allows me to take my one without knocking off the stump first. If I cut off the stump first, then it's all laying down in the dirt, fighting that the whole time. So I like to leave it on the stump till the very end. But by making a notch in the bark there, I can hook my tape in there and mark my logs out as I walk up. You always want to again remove logs starting from the top, and this kind of makes things a lot easier, removing the smallest amount of weight first. Again, that's kind of backwards from limbing. You always want to limb from the bottom, that way you're not fighting all those limbs pointing at you. So just little tips there. But here I'm just marking this. You can see I'm cutting around both sides of an ugly knot right there. And I just pull my tape and has a little piece, and you can folds over, and I just twist it down inside the curve for that. And you can just push it in and give it a 90-degree twist, and then it'll hold and take off up through there and mark out the next section of log that I'm looking for. So what I'm doing here is just taking a moment to try to avoid some dirt. You can see there's a lot of dirt that gets thrown up on the top, and I'm trying to just show you a little way to not get into that if you don't have to. And what you can do at this point is, since you cut that, is then rock the bar up and your rear handle down, and that'll push all that dirt away if you're fighting that kind of thing. So that's one application. The other thing is I'm trying to maintain that stump until I want to let it fall. I don't want it to gator mount the bottom of the tree and all that mess. I'm just taking the time here again to give you the long bar saw. I don't have to be right up against all that crazy mess. So then I can take my time and release this top up here, and I'm just going to lay a wedge in there, and that way I don't have to worry about it pinching me up. And again, wedge is just a real handy thing. If I already got one in there, if something goes wrong, I can get my bar out real easy. And if everything goes well, it'll keep me from getting stuck in the first place. I'm just feeling through. You'll see me reach through there, so I'm just putting the tip back in there. Really not putting a lot more than that in there. Using when I shove it back through, I'm feeling for when that drops out, so I know where the tip of that is. Now I'm just going to take a moment and release that stump, and then I don't have to. I've already got a little bit of cut in there from earlier. I just kind of shot it right in under it. And I'm taking a little extra piece out right there, about 3 times the width of my bar. You can see me just working that side to side. And what that's doing, it'll keep it from sticking in there on me if something goes wrong. Now there, get a better shot of it. Kind of see how I'm yeah, I just take a little off the left, a little off the right, left, a little off the right until it's right where it needs to be and it's all the way. By having that little extra length in the bar, that puts me another foot away from the disaster that's ready to go wrong. So I'm just a really big fan of those long bars. And hopefully you can kind of see how taking that wide curve right there is helpful. Trailer, or we did the trailer rather, I built some pockets down inside of it so they could put a 4x4 box to 2¼ inch wall right down in it. So that way, got the benefits of a log trailer, the benefits of the trailer I can pull the dozer on, and of course I don't pull on that truck out of the, well, you might be able to see it up there in the top corner, I think it's a 47 4900 International's got a DT466 5 and 2, but well, that Dodge right there, boy, it's been a good truck. It I think at the time of this video it 429,000 miles on it. It's a 2012 model, 6.7 Cummins 4-wheel drive, got 373s and 35-inch mud tires on it. It's of course it can use a set of shoes here anytime, but back in the summer I was able to paint the bed on it, took it over and had it sandblasted, and there's a video up on that about getting it sandblasted, picking it up from sandblasters and kind of touring that facility, so you have to check it out. But anyway, pressure washed the frame real good, scuffed anything on it that was flaky, and here in West Virginia we have a lot of salt, so I try to stay on top of that stuff. But anyway, just try to get all that going, and it's ended up putting, I think, 2 gallons of paint through an airless sprayer on the frame and 4 gallons on the bed. So it hopefully it'll be in good shape for this coming winter. And whole truck's done a really good job for me. But anyway, we're wrapping up here, loading these logs, and I'll bring you back. Hopefully next part will be unloading the logs, and then we'll see what else is next on our little adventure here with clearing out a home site.